the Tamiya heavy dump truck. This just came in this morning in our Tower Hobbies order, so figure we'll play with it, put it together, and see what kind of fun we can get into with it. This is based on the GF01 chassis, which means it's a wheelie machine, but we've got to put it together. Not really sure why we ordered this. It's just something that stuck out with us. It's something we just had to have. Looked like just something to have stupid, good old school RC fun with. Nothing too serious. And my daughter's not put together a kit yet, so we'll introduce her to a kit with the Tamiya kits. That's what got me into the RC hobby like 30 some years ago. So let's take a look and see what's inside this box. Oh, before we remove the lid, I'll show you here on the side of the box. They have a picture of the chassis all assembled. It does come with the speed controller and motor, but all the other electronics you have to supply yourself. That new kit smell. We have tires. Little spiky tires. Super soft spiky tires. What else we got in there?
We have some more tires. Some gears.
Here we have the motor, a whole bunch of plastic bushings. These I do not plan on putting into this kit. I'm not going to put bearings in it because I forgot to order them, but I do have a bunch of bronze bushings left over from countless Tamiya kits throughout the years, so I'm just going to replace them with bronze. It's not like it's a serious race machine, so they'll do well enough for now. I think there's also some springs in there for the shocks, good old Tamiya 4-way wrench, some body pins. Okay, let's get on to the fun yellow stuff. Oh, there's the bumper. Some chassis pieces apparently. What you got there? Oh, that's the cab. Big old part of the body. What you got there?
This is also the rest of the body in the dumper.
Yep, the dump to the bed. Ah, some bright yellow wheels. Guessing battery brace and some hexes for the wheels. Suspension parts, we have some hubs here, servo parts, some uprights for the front suspension. Okay, let's see, what else we got here? What are these? Aha, the backbone of the truck. Transmission cases. What else we got? What's in that black bag? All the rest of our little odds and ends. We have body posts here. I see some kind of hinge thingy. I'm guessing for the bed. All kinds of odds and ends there. Ah, speed controller. The TBLE 025. Cool part is this is a, this comes with a brushed motor. This is a brushless speed controller. Hear good things about this one, so kind of looking forward to giving it a try in here. I don't really have any experience in it, but my goodness, look at the size of that switch. It's almost as big as the speed controller itself. Oh, we have an antenna tube. Okay. Small little sheet of decals, got the windows, your caution stickers. Watch out, it's hot. Some addendums to instructions, apparently. As well as, oh, I see what they did. It's good old Tamiya instructions on the GF01 chassis. Tamiya instructions are the best instructions on the planet. That's how to put all the gears in, all that. I love their instructions. They're always very well written, very well detailed, show every little odds and end scale. Best instructions, period. And I see what they did here. This is an addendum for the dump truck body with the GF01 chassis. So, shows where to put the mounts and all that. Pretty cool. Looking forward to putting this together. Are you looking forward to helping?
Yes.
So we should have this together in a couple evenings. We're going to throw a tactic radio in it, an old Tower Pro servo, and then we should be up and running. And now we have the truck all together in one piece. My daughter and I worked on this about a total of 2 evenings of time. Kit and classic Tamiya style went together very well. And it's just a thing of beauty. Decals are all top notch. Once again, classic Tamiya. Only thing was any problem at all was masking off for these mufflers right here. Still weren't the cleanest, but very serviceable. Had to mask those off and paint them black. You know, it did come with decals for the tips. And also had to mask off for the grill. Everything else is just in the stock Tamiya Yala and just stock Tamiya decals. So what kind of electronics did we go with? Let me flip around here. Right there you can see the Tower Pro 996R I had laying around, but hadn't threw it in it for steering. And how about for the radio? Well, let's just pull these 4 body pins that hold the bed on. Bed just lifts out of the way. And here you can see the stock Tamiya TB LEO2 speed controller. Of course, set to brushed mode. So I was just using the old Tamiya brushed motor. And went with a little axial AR3 receiver. Nice small tiny receiver, actually not much bigger than the on-off switch. I laid the antenna down though because we didn't want it sticking up to the bed. These posts right here are for if you want to pose it with the bed in the up position, like so. I will say this, if you get this kit, the instructions are not real clear on which wires to use for the motor. It is yellow to yellow and green to blue. The orange one is not used because it's meant for a brushless motor, and of course you have your sensor port right there if you do decide you need sensored brushless power in this truck. We have ran it around the shop here, and honestly, it's with the power it has right now, it's just awesome. Wheelie's popping like crazy. So let's take it outside and give it a run and see how she does. Well. That did not go as good as planned. If you've seen the video on the review of the Tower Pro Servo, you already know what happened. If you haven't, let me show you. There's the servo, and is missing something very important. There's the servo saver. Flip this up on its side here so we can get a better look at this. The servo has come apart. Right here is the part that goes into the servo, has the splines on it that goes into the servo saver. It has pulled out, it's pressed into the gear, and it has pulled completely out of it. So I'm going to drop in an old high-tech I have laying around here and pull this Tower Pro apart and see if it's salvageable or just complete junk inside. I'm going to take a better look inside and see what else is in there, because I am not happy with that. This right here truck, as you can tell from the tires, has no runtime on it. This was a brand new servo. We made one pass down the parking lot, turned around, came back, went to turn, and there was no turning. That had come out in that short of a distance. That had come apart. Made one turn. These are little 1.9 tires, weigh nothing, have no foams in them. That was not enough to break that servo. There's no reason for that other than cheap made servo. Now we know why they are so cheap. So like I said, I'm going to throw high-tech in it. We'll take it out. You know, give it another go. Put a quality servo in it, right? Anyway, let's get to work. We are back from running the heavy dump truck. It was good, stupid fun, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it was.
It's fared pretty well. After replacing the servo with this old high-tech I had laying around, which I had to use an old servo saver as well, I had to trim it down to clear the case, because the stock Tamiya one that came with this did not have a splines to fit the horn splines to fit the servo. But no big deal there. So we went out, ran a battery pack through it. As you can see in the video, we had fun with it. Give it a little bit of gas, what happened?
It wheelied.
It wheelied. Wheelied a lot too, didn't it?
Yes, yes it did.
But also it flipped over a lot too. Why do you think it flipped over?
Because it is very top heavy.
It is very top heavy, but that helps it do wheelies like crazy. The only damages done was, like I said before, some scuffs along the top. And we played on the pavement a lot, so wore the nubs down on the tires some. But I was actually quite surprised these tires held up very well, didn't they?
Yes.
I expect them to have the spikes almost wore completely away. Back of the bed, it got chewed up pretty good too. Because even though it has this little wheelie bar right here, it likes to come back, and sometimes it'll hit the back of the bed off the ground like that. And sometimes it flips right on over. Upside is a big tough body, huh?
Yep.
My only complaint, if I had to nitpick on this truck, would be the fact that it did not come with stickers for the headlights. But I guess after seeing how he scuffed that one up, that's not such a bad thing. And here we have the GF01 heavy dump truck from Tamiya. That's been our review of it. I would highly recommend it to other people. I think it's a great little truck. What do you think of it?
I like it.
Would you recommend it to somebody else?
Yes.
Why would you recommend it?
Because it's crazy and stupid fun.
Crazy, stupid fun. I love it. So, well, there you have it. You want to have some crazy, stupid, wheelie popping fun? Get you a Tamiya heavy dump truck. Thank you for watching.
Please subscribe for future videos.
Yep, do like she said, and if you're feeling up to it, go ahead and hit that like button. I hope you enjoyed this, and happy RCing.